Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Hospitality Queens. I'm your girl, Erin.
And I'm Whitney. What up?
What up? Welcome back to another episode. Thank you guys so very much for tapping in, tuning in, listening to your girls.
Yes. So before the show, we were just having a little meeting, and it was really, I don't know, it was inspiring. Like, I feel like I was inspiring myself to keep going. And it's so cool that we're doing this. And just, we want to thank everybody for rocking with us and listening to us from literally all over the fucking world.
Yeah, shout outs to y'all all over. We got UK, we got some Kansas, okay? All right, Kansas.
Kansas.
I ain't never been there, y'all. Well, have I? Nah, not
Have
not
you been?
Wichita.
I
No,
feel like Kansas. What happens in Kansas?
we want to
We
know.
gonna find out. Ooh, we gonna find out. We gonna find out.
If
Where else?
anybody would like to share any of their dining experiences, places they would love for us to try, local businesses that maybe we can feature on our show, please email us
Yeah.
at heyhqs@gmail.com. We would love to hear more about what's in your city, and so we can bring some great hospitality flair your way.
Canada.
Okay, Canada, we see you. We
Of course,
see you.
Houston.
Okay, H Town in the house. You know, we
Our
always talk
husbands
about
are
H
watching.
Town.
Our husbands are watching. That's what's happening.
Hey, so shout
Mhm.
outs to Houston. We talk about them all the time. If anyone has any spots that we should try when we arrive, let us know. I don't eat this, but I'm gonna go visit the checkers that Slim Thug is working at. So I'm gonna go ahead. I need to see this man at the drive-through. Did you
I
see that?
saw that. I saw it pop up, and I was like, "Wait a second,
Yeah,
is this saying this right?" That he just started literally just working at a Checkers, just like
correct.
a regular person.
Mm-hmm. 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 I don't know what inspired him to do that. I feel like Houston, if y'all know Slim Thug, I might need to slide in his DM. I need to interview him. I need to know what happened here. Out of all the places you could work, you decided Checkers.
I
And which
don't
is
know. I think.
interesting.
Okay, go ahead.
So it says, Slim Thug hopes his customers are still tripping. Um, Big Slim Thug took a job working at the hometown Checkers in 2020. It's a fast food restaurant, and he promoted himself to the drive-through manager earlier this week. So he working alongside the people, and he
Mm-hmm.
got a promotion, which obviously this man probably low key owns it. It's kind of like one of those undercover boss vibes, but you really ain't undercover because it's your city type thing. That's kind of how it's giving me undercover boss, but it's
Yeah,
your
but I
city,
think it's
so
dope though because like I think it's really important for everybody to work in that line of service. Like in
yeah.
some form of a restaurant, it's
Mm-hmm.
important. And for him, he's never had a real job before. He's been a hustler and a rapper. Like he ain't,
Yeah.
so that's really humble to do that.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool that he did that and he's just working his way up. That's dope. I like
I
it.
love that too. I think it's
Yeah.
also cool to just kind of like take a step back, and obviously you can
Mhm.
have anything in the world, but to really put yourself in a different life. You know, people
Yeah.
really out here, they need that check. You know, that
Yeah.
check needs to be deposited. So I think that's super, super dope. Shout outs to him.
Yeah.
And on that, can we give him a toast? Okay, it's a toast for going back to your roots for me.
Yeah. And Checkers, it makes me think about Rick Ross. We love Rick
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. We
Comes full
love Rick
circle
Ross.
for me.
And see, and that's also like a characteristic type of thing, right? Rick Ross,
Mhm.
he want to own everything. I think he just bought like a cow or some shit. He kind of got on my nerves after the 85 South show, so I'm still not feeling him quite yet. But it's like he always want to be the biggest boss, which is cool, you know, whatever. However, it's like you got someone that is really just showing up for his city. Like he lives there, he's investing time and energy into his city,
And
and
think,
really
sorry,
connecting. I love that.
but think about this too. Like when you're at work, the connections you make at work, like the people he's probably cool with, who probably he can influence in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like through that family vibe that you can have at work. So
Hmm.
that's really dope.
Shout
Like,
out
could
to
you
y'all.
imagine like you're just working someplace and then some like famous person just comes to work with you? That's
That's gonna be my
crazy.
homeboy. Be like, look, Slim. Can you like go ahead and make this rap song about this work spot so we can go ahead and go viral because that's all they want to know anyway. Yeah, I would love
Yeah.
it.
All
So
right.
shout outs
Cheers.
to him. Cheers. We are drinking layer cake Pinot Noir today.
Mm-hmm.
I think that really sets the mood too, because there's so many layers to every individual. Okay, so we peeling back the layers today.
I like that.
Hey, you like it? You like it?
Good. So this
Okay,
is the
so it's
second Pinot Noir that I liked, and I didn't think I was gonna
see,
like it.
I love Pinots. It's like that really good ease into red wine.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That. What do
not
you think?
too
It's
anything,
good.
and I'm
Right.
probably definitely killing the bottle today. You already know. The
Mm.
last time I killed that white wine bottle, I just want y'all to know I don't recommend. Our last show we had Riesling, and I drank that whole bottle, and I hadn't really been drinking like that. So it really took your girl down. Like I was hungover the next day. I couldn't sleep good because it's white wine, and so I have like way too much sugar energy going on. It was just not good. It was a great show, but the after effects were not. It wasn't what that was. So I don't recommend. Don't finish the bottle on that one. But the red, it hit different. So
The red makes you feel tingly.
tingly.
Yeah. So I don't know. After this show is the funniest shit because you're either drunk, like
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
there, hungry, got the munchies. Oh my god.
Munchies, everything.
The after show
Yeah.
be so
The
funny.
after show is the after party. And if you don't know how to party, then I don't really know what y'all doing with your lives.
Oh
So
my god. So
slide into the
funny.
DMs. We might give you some party tips. We
We
know a
might.
thing or two. Okay.
So what has been happening this week
Okay.
for Erin? For
So
Easy.
rewind. Oh, why is the time flying? Because I feel like I'm not remembering. I'll just start with the most recent thing is last night I got to go to a comedy show and see Godfrey, and that shit was amazing. Amazing laughs.
Yes.
Much needed, super dope. We watched the 85 South show with him on there. I watched his interview with the Breakfast Club.
Same.
And so him like all like
Full circle.
Full circle.
I love it.
It
was
gave
like
me what I needed.
Godfrey.
Yeah.
And I feel like he deserves it because I feel like he's always been there, but like we kind of did forget about him. Like, but he's
never
always
gave
been
him love
funny.
like that.
But I just didn't really think of him like that. But it's like, oh, he's back. He's in your face. Like he ain't playing.
No, he's getting my energy, my time, and my money at this point. So
Yeah.
I'm locked in. I'm locked in. It was really good. Funny as fuck. Ooh, yes, the F-bomb just came out. Funny. Even his opener before was a really great Indian guy. I bought a DVD, y'all. Okay. I just love to support people. I have like this. I don't know. I just love to support people. So it's a DVD. I do have a DVD player. I don't really use it. However, I will be watching this because the dude was really funny, and I love supporting people if they have something out there.
No, that's dope.
So I got it. He did a little autograph, but I liked it as well. It was because it was like, you know what? I'm not selling a CD or DVD. Like, just give me whatever, like a donation type vibe. That right there also is a winner for me, right? Because you're not saying buy this CD for $10, and you just like, yo, slip me a tip. I respect the hustle. So I went ahead, copped that DVD. I'll let y'all know how it is.
Yeah.
So that was last night. Amazing. St. Patty's Day went out for
wait. So did he do the Steve Harvey?
Yes. It was
I don't think I would be able to compose myself. If I saw it live.
It was amazing.
He does it so good. On the Breakfast Club when he was acting like a baby. The baby Steve Harvey.
He is so funny. Yeah, he did
so funny.
Trump too. Amazing. Did the Nigerian. He's just super dope. He talked about a lot of great woke things, and I think that's what I love as well. Is like he's just hella aware, and he's spreading that love, and trying to rise his community with some education. So I
Okay.
love it. I'm here for it. Had lots of ranch waters. Um,
Okay. What are ranch waters?
it is a tequila with Topo Chico and lime.
Mm.
Sometimes they put salt in the rim. Y'all know I love some Topo Chico. You know I love some tequila. So it's really.
Topo Chico. Oh no, Topo Chico. I'm thinking about tahine.
Oh, I love some tahini too.
Separate thing. I feel like that
Ooh,
would be good on the rim.
that would be lit.
Maybe that's what I was
Actually,
thinking you're about to say.
I need to reincarnate then. So maybe I need to do like a hypey ranch water. I need to give it a different name
Ooh,
so I can put some tahini on the rim. I'm here
spicy.
for that.
We always say spicy.
We are spicy. I like being spicy. Spicy water? Nah, I don't like that. I don't think I like that. I'll come up with a name and um I'll have to run that back for y'all.
We were both like,
I know, like I don't think so. On that spicy water.
okay, St.
But
Patty's.
St. Patty's went out.
You did?
I did. And
Mm.
y'all,
How was it?
it was good. It was fun. Nothing too crazy. I feel like I be meeting friends at the bar. Like little, people be really wanting to talk at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I get to the bar, found somebody. Well, she found me.
Mm-hmm.
We had some Jello shots. It was cool though. Definitely had a lot of cocktails. Stayed out late, but it was great because I don't really do that often. So you deserve
Yeah, I
to,
love it. I love the stay out late. I feel like Erin, you haven't really been out that much.
I haven't.
Like
I've
you
been very much
normally
low
have.
key.
So I love it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
here
like
for
it's
it.
back to you.
I sprinkled I lit a little salsa for him. Y'all ain't ready? Yes. I hit him. You know I had to hit a twirl. You know I had to. I was trying to contain myself, but you know, when the girl ain't been out
Why?
for a while, she
Why
can't
try to contain it?
she
Don't do
can't
that.
it'd be so funny when people think that just because you're black you can't like dance to other cultures. It would just be like, why are you looking? You should be twirling too, B. You better hit that washing machine
I
on.
feel like if anybody, it would be black people that would be able to. I mean, we can do everything
We do. We
very
do.
well. So
And then you got some that just be
I
like,
wouldn't even be surprised.
when you have those people that like to go out and they just like to like stare at everybody, like the women, they want to be real cute with their cute outfit on, but then they don't do no twirl, no wink of the eye or nothing.
Do you know how to wink?
Actually, I know how to wink. I'm not good at the execution though.
Okay.
Like nothing makes me really want to wink at anybody. So I'm not really a winker. Are you?
Wink?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. Like nothing in me just wants to just wink at
No.
it. Like, what? What is that? I don't know.
No.
That's
No.
not my thing. Like, I mean, maybe I do it like as like I don't know. It's not me. That if I'm winking, there's way too much tequila.
Shit's
Or like
going
something
red.
came over me and I just thought I was doing something that I wasn't doing. So I'm just not a winker.
That would be epic.
I don't know. Like when I go out, I want to just like go out and have a good time. Like, why we gotta be so concentrated on shit? Like, I gotta concentrate to wink at your ass. What that? Like, hello,
Oh my
hey,
god.
how you
So
doing?
I discovered this show on Netflix, but I'm sure everyone saw it because it's, on the being heavily promoted, but it's called Young, Famous, and African. Have you seen that?
Oh no, young, famous, and African. So like
You
African,
have
African.
African. You have to
Mm,
watch it.
mm.
I thought you would have already seen it. So it's kind of like, you know how they have those shows and it takes you like deep into like someone else's culture, like you
Oh,
really know them and they're really rich, that kind of thing, but it's black
mm.
people.
Okay.
But they're in like Africa, but
Mm.
it's really like expensive Porsche, Ferrari, like just like rich.
So is it like
Yeah.
reality TV, like, or is it like actors?
No, it's like reality.
Okay.
So like they're like big people, so they're like big stylists and musical
Hmm.
artists there, but of course we don't know them because
Right.
we're in America. So it's kind of like our version of like a Love and Hip Hop, but on Netflix.
Mm.
But on
Interesting.
Netflix because it's musical artists. One of the girls, she's a rapper.
Okay.
Um, one lady, her husband is like a big artist. Like he's like a huge African artist, like
Mm.
huge, like everybody knows him type shit.
Mm.
And his wife's on the show. Yeah.
He acting up. Oh,
You
see,
already knew. You
that be making me so mad. Come on,
it's
ladies.
kind of like that part was typical. I was pissed. I'm like, fuck. Why do they have to talk about this in the first episode? Like,
Oh, she
damn.
already coming in too hot.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I didn't like that part. I didn't like that
Like
part.
if we're here, then I need us to stay here. I'm not saying you got to
Yeah.
Michelle Obama. You can still get down how you get down, but I'm gonna need you to stay off the camera with your with your shenanigans. Like
Yeah.
I don't even want nobody to know. I want to just be that
Yeah.
my sneaky links like all over. You don't need to know who I am.
Mhm.
Dang.
But I kind of feel like, in a way, that it's something that's already well known. So she's kind of maybe just like, you know, addressing it or whatever, because how it seems, he's really outside and got like, already telling you, but whatever. It's still really entertaining. So you're still gonna watch it. But it seems like it's just he's kind of known for it. And he
He
probably got
got some other concubines.
he got some other kids. So like, once other kids get into it, it's like, okay, we know this nigga be cheating. Like
Ugh. You
she's
see, okay,
she's
okay.
sticking beside him. And it's in this, it just is what it is.
I
And
don't know if I
sometimes
could
that's
watch it
how
right
it
now.
is.
I'm
You
not in the
stand by your
space.
man. You stand by your man.
I'm
So whatever.
we can't produce shows like that right now. Like we're not doing that, okay? We need to stop, okay? We just
I
need to
know.
stop
I
having
know.
stop sticking beside him when he want to have all these babies. Let him just be free then. Just be free, dog. Like don't be trying to have me wifed up looking crazy and then I look crazy on TV because I'm really just reacting because you over here dipping in people's pools. Stop doing that. I mean, dang. He cute. Oh. That's the worst. It's just because he has money, right?
No, they met when they were young, like 16.
Oh, but he not cute. She not cute either?
No, she's beautiful.
Really?
And she's an actress, girl. Fuck this nigga. She's an actress. She's been in like a bunch of movies, shows. Like she was listing all her accomplishments, but then the typical shit, she put her career to the side to take care of the family.
To bust out some babies. And then to look crazy to be a reality star while he busting in people's pools. Ugh, the disgust.
Yeah,
The
that's
disgust.
crazy. I would never agree to that, but whatever. It's their
All
story.
right.
I'm watching, I'm entertained, and I'm telling y'all to watch it because it's cool. I love
I'm gonna put
seeing
my
Black.
PSA out there. Get it together. Okay.
Yeah,
We don't
like get it
want none of
together.
y'all paternity test Tuesdays. Okay.
Ooh,
We
paternity
don't
test
want no
Tuesdays.
smoke. We don't want no smoke. Protect yourself and have fun. Y'all know I love to encourage you having fun, but I'm gonna need you to go ahead and protect your peace while you have fun.
From the first episode, I'm like, these Africans do not like to wear condoms. So
well, I feel like we already knew that.
I didn't know that. That's one place I've never gone. So.
But I feel like I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. But contraception is like more of an American-based thing differently. Like it's promoted differently here than it is somewhere over there. So yeah, like I mean, they're supposed to be having kids and families and staying off the BS and doing it the right way. That's how it's supposed to go. However, internet happens, so you can see what the hell's going on over here. They can they are able to like. It's also like so we get to watch their lifestyle. They're probably been watching ours, right? So it's like you learn kind of from different cultures. So
I can't wait till you watch it. There's so many good things that we can talk about, but I don't want to like tell you them now. It's okay.
All right. So if anybody has watched this show and you guys
it's so good,
I need y'all to slide in the DMs because I would love to hear this feedback of different perspectives. Y'all know I love to pick people's brains. So slide in the DMs. Is you going to Africa? Is you about to be somebody concubine? Is you about to have some babies? Like what's popping? I need to know. And I want to know why.
Yeah.
I'm sending you guys
Oh,
some
oh my
much
God, Erin, you
love.
gotta watch because I feel like you gotta watch it. So we'll talk
Mm.
about it. We'll do a deeper dive in the next show because I feel
Ooh,
like
dang, you gonna put
there's
a
a
timer
topic that I
on
do want to talk about that I feel like can tie into being hospitable.
it? Okay, I like being hospitable. Do they have any restaurants that they're featuring in there? Because that might tickle my fans. They got some food in there. They got some drinks.
Yeah, there's some food. So yeah, you'll see. You'll
Well,
see.
because like most reality shows, like they'll have like
I've only seen like one episode, girl. Like maybe two,
okay,
but like fall
they
asleep. I
working
need to
in.
come back.
So
But from what I've seen, I really like it.
all right, I'm here for it. So I'm here for it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Kind of speaking on women. I had told Whitney when we were talking this weekend that someone said the definition of queens meant prostitute. And I was a little disturbed and I decided not to elaborate. And if you know me, then I usually would elaborate. But in this moment, I just wasn't ready for that because I'm a swindler, if anything. I'm not a prostitute. I'm a swindle me something, okay?
What? Now you're a swindler.
If anything, don't prostitute. Come on now, stop. I don't know, but Whitney looked it up a little bit. And I like the definition she found. She said it could just be very like extra and enthusiastic. And I'm like, that is who we are. If you guys cannot tell by now, we a little extra, but in the best ways possible.
Yeah. Facts.
So cheers to us again. Cheers to the queens. To all my queens out there that are extra, not extra, do you, sis? And to all my kings, maybe that's the balance, right? The queen is extra and the king is real mellow and humble. See, look at the balance, y'all. Look at the balance.
Just the balance for me. I love it.
I like that. See, always make
You're
a spin
such a
on it.
fucking
And we
hoe. I love
we
it.
left the that p word. We ain't doing that. We gonna swindle now because
What P
the
word?
prostitute.
Oh.
We swindling. Homeboy gave us a tip on swindling, so we ain't gonna do that no more. We just gotta swindle. He was making guap. The dude just making guap. I'm still not over it. I'm really not over it. I'm just not.
Aaron's like, how did I not think of this first?
I'm like, I could have been set up for successes.
I feel like you can still do it. Not everybody watched that documentary.
I feel like I still can. I feel like I just haven't.
And even if they did, it'd probably be easier to get them.
At this point, I just need
kidding,
some
guys.
applications to be submitted, and we about to do this interview process, honey. We about to do this. I just haven't. I barely just got out in these streets, so I ain't got to swindle nothing yet. So it's gonna be a long summer.
Yeah, it is.
I'm actually super ready for summer. Shout out to the first day of spring. We deserve that. Oh,
when is that? Did it already pass?
yesterday.
It was.
I thought it was yesterday, right? The 20th.
Really? Wow.
I feel like it was the 20th. It was one of these days, y'all. Why is it on my calendar? But it was one of these days, y'all. But yeah, I know we in it. It's hot. And I'm super excited because we just had a tornado warning. I was telling Whitney before we got on today, weather was super crazy. Tornado warning, like literally you could hear like the wind going crazy, the cars going off. People were texting me, "Are you okay?" Because I looked it up. It said it was in Plano. I live in Plano. But I said I'm not gonna go outside. If the roof gonna come off, it's gonna come off. We're gonna have to find out, y'all. But I'm okay. I just want y'all to know I'm okay.
That's good. Yeah. That's so crazy because I feel like because I've been off.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been by the news, so I'm really detached. And I'm like, my best friend is in a place, and I had no idea until you just told me that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and you know what? No, I think that's okay because I don't watch the news either. And honestly, if it wasn't for like we get these like emergency alerts a lot, and it said that, and I was like, oh snap, let me check it out. So if nobody pretty much because oh my gosh, I wonder if it's still here.
The only reason why I know about weather stuff is because of my grandma. She's always watching the news.
Yeah, so my mom did text me talking about watch the news. They talking about it. No, ma'am. I'm gonna Google it.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
too many visuals for me, y'all. I can't watch that. Um, but yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
still alive. Hey,
Hey.
hey. I ain't got no story to tell on that.
Do
Hopefully,
tornadoes have names? Does it have a name?
that's a great question. I'm sure they do. I feel like they name everything.
Mm.
A hurricane, a storm. They just name everything.
Hmm.
So I'm sure this one should be named Rita.
Ooh, we had a Rita, I think. Didn't we have
Y'all
a
remember
storm
Rita?
named Rita Dash? We did.
Oh, Rita. I'll come back to that one. Well, we gotta name her.
I'll come back to
Hurricane,
that one.
storm, tornado.
Ooh, mask off. It makes me think of that Future song, but
That actually used to be my jam. No lie.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Mask off?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I feel like this happened last year. When it gets hot,
Mm-hmm.
everyone gets kind of lax because we're still living
Mm-hmm.
through and working through COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, I feel like for some reason we have a thought that like because it's hot, it's gonna like it does something different. Do people think that like when it's hot,
Yes.
there's something different about the disease? Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
So masks start coming off. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been serving more lately. I'm like back in deep in hospitality server life, and I typically wear my mask, but the mask is off,
Yeah.
and it feels like I'm free. I'm like, I can breathe. You can see me. Like I had a coworker, we were like checking on at night, and we have an upstairs and downstairs, and she works upstairs. And she came down and she was like, "Oh my God." Like because even my
Oh, because she
coworkers
was
never
shook.
see my
She didn't
face.
see you. She didn't see you.
Yeah, crazy. So it's like, I don't know. It's like I get it. It's a thing and it's a whole thing. I understand, but I like not wearing a mask. And I never thought I would say that because I've been
Yeah.
so masked up, and in
Right.
your head you're like, I hope like I'm not making a bad decision, but I just feel I'm over the mask.
I mean, honestly, I like we're talking about. I really do it on a discretional type basis. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm doing events and stuff, for the most part, I will wear a mask. But I want to say, not last, a couple weeks ago, I did a baby shower, and
Hmm.
I didn't wear one. Well, number one, um, it was a lot that went down. I was sweating profusely trying to set up
Yeah.
because it was a lot going on. Like, it was very unorganized when I got there. It was a lot going on, and
Hmm.
it was like 20 people in a huge venue, so nobody was ever really close to me. So I
Right.
was like, I'm not putting this
Yeah.
mask on. And then they would come up for a drink for a couple seconds, but I had a long table. Like, I felt fine. Number one, I just sweated like under. I'm still sweaty from the
Hmm.
thing. So it's like I'm not wearing this mask because that mask makes me sweat. But also like it doesn't protect you all the way. Like that mask doesn't protect me if someone decided that they are just being disrespectful and knew that they was having some symptoms and they wanted
Right.
to get out. I just want
Right.
to say to
I
everybody,
think that's the key. Stay your ass home if you're feeling sick.
but we all know they're not going to do that. So I have a couple of tips to help you guys work through this spring because everybody
Love.
knows that y'all want to go out and have a good time. Number
Mhm.
one tip is please continue to wash your hands. Please continue to have sanitizer. Just keep it going. Don't let that up. Let the mask go if you want. Keep the Sandy. Like
Right.
I have a full bottle that pumps in my car. I have it in my purse. Like I have Sandy everywhere. Every time I get in and out the car doing anything, pump, pump, pump.
Same.
And I refill her, every time she get low. So
Same.
rule number
My
one.
favorite is the Dr. Bronner's spray hand sanitizer.
Okay. Let me
Yes,
try that.
they're amazing. I have them in my bag, in my other bag, in my console. But that just reminded me I need to have it in my apron. Duh. And it smells good. They have some that are lavender, some that are, what's the blue one? I think like that's mint.
Mm,
So they have really good flavors, and it's a really like natural, vegan, organic company. So
I
yeah.
love that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, get the hand sanitizer. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
can, we okay if you do what you do, but you need to sanitize.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all touching everything. Just go ahead and just go ahead and sanitize. Just go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do
Yeah.
it. Go ahead and
And
do it.
it's
Stay away from
perfect.
the buffets. Stay away from the buffets. You'll be good.
Even Jonah knows to spray and wipe his hands together. Perfect. If you have kids, spray better than the
Mm-hmm.
sanitizer for little kids.
Yeah. So y'all heard it
Yeah.
here first. Keep it up. Okay. Keep them hands clean. Okay. We know y'all need to remind us here and there, but go ahead and keep them hands clean. Number 2, take your vitamins.
That part.
It should be an everyday lifestyle. Like, don't even think about
Yeah.
it like as anything else but a lifestyle. And honestly, my supplement intake is intense. I don't
Mm.
recommend. It's not for everybody. No, 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 no. But it doesn't bother me. I have
Mm.
I'm like an old little lady. I have a whole medicine little compartment thing
Maybe I
with
should
all
get
my
one of
supplements.
those. I should probably do that.
It is
Keep me
amazing. So I'm like,
organized.
boop, 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 boop. There's no excuse, you know.
Hmm.
And I have it like super handy, so I can still take them when I get home. But
I need to do
take
that.
your
Let me make a
vitamins, you
note.
guys. Yes. If you're not a vitamin person, suck it up, and just find a couple that work for you. Because I feel like we make excuses, and I'm not gonna allow anyone to make an excuse for if you can have a soda pop, if you can go through that drive-through line, you can go
That
ahead
the
and
what? The what?
get a soda pop.
Woo! That's soda
Woo!
pop.
Okay, do you remember? This reminds me of I came downstairs for a cold pop. Uh, you remember? She was like, and I, what did she say? I smell something smoking. And it was like, I forgot the whole thing. I used to know this game. It was like, ain't nobody got time for that. That was that lady. But she was, I remember the skit was like, I had came downstairs for a cold pop. I'll never forget that.
lady.
And I
With the
smell
scarf.
some. Oh, she said I smell something smoking or cooking or something like that. And shout outs to her. Anybody
Shout out to
got time
Erin.
for that?
You were doing a monologue just now. Put
I
Erin in a
know.
movie stat. Oh, so you see how 50 Cent is putting Monique on.
Excuse me?
Yes, I gotta find the story. But he's like, he wanted to get her to work on some of his projects. That's dope. That's major. That's making me think about Steve. Steve Harvey. If y'all haven't watched Godfrey do the Steve Harvey, whatever it's called, I can't even think. That shit is so funny.
He does the best Steve Harvey impression. Like, shout outs to Godfrey. Like, once again, dude was dope. I feel like I've low key been obsessed with him for like a whole week straight. I don't know what happened there. When I felt like it was a universe telling me I must see this man. When I saw that he was in my city, I'm like, I have to go to this. Like, it's happening. If I'm at that table by myself, I'm going. I'm going.
I'm going.
And I didn't think I could go, but then like something he had added on another show. I said, it's meant to be.
It's meant to be. And that's what you would tell me, bitch, you're going. Period.
It was amazing. I don't regret a thing. I was feeling very much lifted. Yay. And I was like, you know what?
What top did you wear?
What top did I wear? Oh, I ended up just wearing like this green top with an open. So y'all, me and Whitney.
It was a blue and a white. And she ended up wearing a green.
Yeah, I know. You know.
I know.
And that's a side. We gotta have a side convo on that. But me and Whitney was doing this great project. So shout out to me and Whitney. We have something to celebrate of just us really diving into. Like, we do this podcast for fun. However, we really are two individuals that truly, truly love what we do. And we got to spend a different type of bonding time working on this. And I was telling her this So you guys like, I kind of like this. We can do this. Because it just brought out some different vibes. So
Yeah.
so I ended up wearing this green top. It was different, which I'm actually very happy that I did because I was gonna be a little extra. And sometimes I know when I'm being a little extra,
Mm-hmm.
and not that I want to tone down. I really prefer not to, but I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's the best thing
Yeah.
to do because
Yeah.
like that shirt was given a lot, and it
Mm-hmm.
was like I can't give all this sitting down. I need to give it on
Mm-hmm.
full-fledged walk-in. Killing the room type vibe. So I'm gonna bring it back when I get to kill the room.
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna be together soon.
Hey, if y'all don't know, that was a pink. And we'll explain we'll have to explain that on another show. But that was a little pink we did. Pink is another word, for a little dance or whatever. That's what just happened. So we're super excited. We're gonna be together
I haven't heard you
in a
say that in
month.
so long. That
Because
used to
that's
be
what
a
we're
part
gonna
of
do.
our vocabulary very often. That's so funny. Wow.
We are going to be pinking.
Pink.
Like, it's our girl's bachelorette, and I already told her, like, this. I prepare for it to goes down. Okay, she ain't really ready, but I'm gonna be ready regardless. So I'm pinking. Okay, I'm a pink tink titted ink all through Florida. Okay, they're gonna be like, damn, Shawty, where you been? In Texas. I'm coming out pink and y'all. It's the bachelorette. But I feel like you have to. And like me and Whitney are both in the wedding. So it's like I just want to show up and show out. And I think it's just about being in good energy space. Like if you guys are hanging out, y'all going out for a drink, please bring the vibes.
Yeah.
Like me and Whitney really don't have friends like that. So when we would have friends, we want to be present and we want to enjoy the moment because we don't really have friends like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if I get to go out and I actually have someone to go out with and not by myself, you best believe I'm bringing the energy.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, why ain't call her? You're going to be like, dang, I need to call her for round 2.
Yeah.
I'm bringing the energy. So I'm super excited. We're going to work on some great stuff while we're there. So we'll definitely make sure you guys follow us on IG so you can check our stories out, check out the content. And if you're really cool, you might get a little behind the scenes of the batch. I don't know. It depends how many comments we get. I don't know.
But you know what? Ooh, we need to take some tips from Reimagine to The Bachelorette. Erin's like, no.
I catch I get what you're saying. I'm listening. I just gotta process it a little bit, y'all. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute on that.
Erin.
We'll come back to that. But it's gonna be lit regardless. So if I don't get extra hospitable, just know I'm always hospitable. That's a word. That's a word, y'all.
That is a word.
I actually love being hospitable.
That is so funny.
When me and Whitney were working on this project, we really got to like really break down hospitality like in a different way, in a lot of ways in which we already know we love hospitality, but it's not just about us bringing you guys food recipes, drinks, and stuff like that. It's really just the act of being hospitable. Like when you're with someone, making sure that they're good. Like that's what it's all about. And like, don't be basic with the shit. Like if this is your bread and butter, this is how you make your money, you need to go ahead and put in that work and making sure they're having an amazing time. You are the vibe.
So when you said making sure someone's good, right? Mm-hmm. So that's super important. So Friday night I was working and I had this table and they looked at the menu online. We all do that first, right? And then she was like, this is a different menu. I don't see some of the stuff. So we have an upstairs that has a different menu. So I was like, it's upstairs. And she was like, oh, well, I don't want to cause any trouble or do too much or whatever. And I was like, no, if that's the menu that you saw and you liked, I want you to have the experience that you want. I want you to eat the food that you want. So told the hostess they're going to move, right? So later on, so some other shit happens, whatever. But later on, I see them while they're leaving. And she stopped me. She's like, "Oh my God, we love you. You were so awesome. Thank you for taking care of us." Because they still had like apps and stuff with me and some drinks. But I still kept checking on them as I was like doing other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "It was worth the wait. The food was so good. Thank you for like pushing us to come up here still." And I'm like, "Yeah, because I want you to have what you wanted. Like, why do you want to go out and know that what you wanted was right there and you couldn't get it because you were sitting in a different area? Like, no, I want you to have a great experience if you're with me or if you're not." So that's what it's about, to making sure that people have a good time. So cheers to
Agreed. Cheers.
hospitality.
Cheers to people having a good time
Mhm.
in hospitality.
Love it.
My bestie just came to check on me, but he came back out. We'll be
Jahan.
back, girl. He wants something, but I love that because it's like, how do I say this? Sometimes we do the bare minimum, and I think that's in anything in life, right? You're just like,
Mhm.
oh, she sat at me, I took care of her, boom, done. Being hospitable is a little step up than the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Being hospitable is not bare minimum. Actually, we
Mhm.
can't stand bare minimum. Okay.
No.
So really elevate your hospitality game, and I really hope you guys gain some knowledge from us, even if you're just having a party at your house. You don't have, if you don't work in the industry and you just love a kiki kaka like we do, we love it, we're here for it. But we're saying, like, when you have, if you're hosting a friends or family, or if your friend come over for drinks, you know they just had a rough week. Perfect
Mhm.
example. Homie just had a rough week. They going through it. Y'all want to vibe. Y'all want to hang out.
Mhm.
How could you be hospitable like in your house?
Have some food. Because if they're your friend, you know what they like to eat, or a snack or something that you know they like, right? Be
Something
thoughtful. Thoughtful.
thoughtful.
Think about something that, like, well, you can't really think of you because you're not them, so they may like
Right.
something else, but you should know your friend. Okay?
True.
Yes. So, and you should know your table. You kind of have to think for them. So,
Yep. Being
same thing.
hospitable is being thoughtful and anticipating someone's needs.
Yes, that
You know,
part. You
and if
know they're
you
gonna need more napkins. You know they're gonna want that ketchup, even though they didn't ask. Bring the extra.
right. Yeah. And if you're not sure, would you like some? Ask the
Would you
question.
like
Cause
some?
because if they say no, hey, Shawty, I did my part. At least I thought about you. I was
Mm-hmm.
thoughtful. So I
Mm-hmm.
asked you. So be thoughtful for your friends, and then show a little love. How do you show love? Well, you know I like to drink wine. Had a wine. I don't care if you get that Trader Joe wine. Get what works for your pocketbooks. You ain't gotta go too hard. But when I get in the house, go ahead and pour the wine for me too. Don't
Yeah.
make me do it now. I'm at your
Mm-hmm.
house. Can you pour the wine up for me?
Oh my God. So, if any of y'all watch Drink Champs, I love Drink Champs. Shout out to Nori, DJ, EFN, Revolt. We can be on there. What up, Diddy?
Hey,
Send us some. We
what up,
love Daily
Revo?
On. Daily On. We love it. We love it. You can go ahead and just send us a case. We buy it though. You've seen it on the show. Okay. But anyway, they always talk about Mama Juana on the show. It's like a whiskey or something, like a Dominican
Yep.
whiskey, right?
Yep.
So the other night, I'm at one of my friends' house, Charnice. I talk about her all the time. And whatever, we're having a good time, blah, blah, blah. So her husband was like, I don't know. I think we started listening to music. He was like, "This is making me want to have a drink." So he has this bottle, right? And he was like, "Whitney, you want some?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm not ever gonna say no. I don't even
Right.
know what it is. And they're like, "Oh, it's Mama Juana," and I'm like, "What? What is it?" No, no, no. So I take the shot first, and I didn't know what it was, and it was so smooth and like delicious. And I'm like, "What?" And then
Mm.
I was like asking questions. That's what it was. I'm like, "What is this? What did I just drink? Because this is like, is it really liquor?" They're like, "No, this is from Dominican Republic. It's Mama Juana." And I was like, "What? Wait, what is it?" No, let me see the bottle. And I was like, "Oh, this is the shit that they have on there." Like,
I love
Erin,
that.
it's delicious. You would love it.
Mm. I'm here
Delicious.
for
We gotta
it.
go to DR.
Yeah, Corrales said she'll take us anytime.
We gotta go.
I'm there. I'm down
That
for DR.
and they had like multiple bottles. They had one with the wood chips in it. Yeah.
I'm
Like
down for that.
their mama wanted professionals over there.
I'm down for that.
It was delish. And like I had like 2 shots of it and it was good. Like
Mm,
no nothing. Like too smooth. It was like drinking juice almost.
I'm here for that. I love that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Shout outs to Mama Juana.
Yeah.
I want to go to DR. If if I could do that one thing for the rest of my life, it'd be laying out on the beach in a bikini, having drinks, watching the sunset, living my best life. That'd be me.
Mm-hmm.
They can have this cold weather, tornado, snowstorm. They can have all that. Just push me over to DR.
Work on
Hmm.
global. I can see it.
I can see it, y'all. So tap in and make sure that you pitch our next vibe. We did touch on this a little bit. And I kind of have a really good story what happened today. It's so funny is when you just like start letting life like flow, how everything be flowing full circle.
Yeah.
So Whitney asked me today questions. We were like, y'all, we've had a very eventful 2 days. So she was like, when is enough enough? And I'm like, when is enough enough? I know a lot of enough enoughs.
Every time you do that,
I know. I can't help it.
I can't.
I
That's why I
totally do
keep
it
laughing because
intentionally.
I'm going to think about Steve Harvey.
Yes.
So
And
I'm
I'm
not
probably gonna watch
laughing
it
at
after.
Erin. I'm
Get off.
thinking about Steve Harvey when she does that. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm probably definitely gonna be tapping into that once we get off. But give us a little backstory on Enough is Enough for you and how that resonated for your day.
So, okay. Think about and it can really be in any industry, not even hospitality, but really in the hospitality industry. When you come to work and your work dynamic with your coworkers, it really has to be a lot of teamwork, right? Like you really have to lean on each other to help with running side work, doing polishing silverware, polishing glasses, like running food. It's a lot of moving parts when you're working at a restaurant, right? So you really have to lean on each other. So the energy has to be good too. So a big thing that I do is I manifest, I speak positive affirmations before every work shift. So so my energy can be good and I want the energy that I'm around to be great. But sometimes life is life and everything's just not perfect and it's not that bad energy ruins the day, but sometimes it can just kind of damper the mood maybe. So can you think of a time where you've been at work and you're having a good day and there's just that coworker who's like complaining about quitting or just complaining and you're busy? So like think about being in a busy restaurant, right? You're working and there's just one coworker who's just like, fuck this. Like you can be walking by and you can just hear them saying, fuck this, I'm gonna quit. Like, can you imagine what like that can do? I'm like, damn, this person is a vital person in the restaurant. So what if they just walk out and quit right now during the busiest part of the shift? Like, and I get being like in a high stress work environment and things are fucked up around you and you just got to go. That's just the trenches to me. And I've worked in a lot of situations like that. But I just kept fucking going and I just don't like to let people see me sweat. So I'm not in the midst of it ever going to say anything like that. I may think some crazy shit, but like I'm not like putting that energy out to be on other people when we're all like stressed out and we're all working hard as fuck. Um but I also think at the same time that your feelings are valid, right? You're allowed to feel those feels if it's really bothering you that much where you feel like you need to quit and walk out of a job. You know what I'm saying? So I get that part too. Um, but at the same time, you're there. So when is enough enough? Like when do you just say I'm not going to do this anymore? When do you say I'm just going to try to stick it out? When do you say I'm just going to communicate my feelings to whoever I need to communicate it to and then see what happens? But I feel like we kind of all have that like line in the sand where it's like, all right, fuck it, I'm not doing this shit no more, you know? And I feel
1,000%.
like for both of us right now is kind of that time we're both like transitioning into like something else, but something familiar. And you think about it, kind of crazy.
Very
Um,
familiar.
yeah,
It's all full circle.
just had that thought. Um, but yeah, like when is it just like fuck it for you?
And we would really love to hear your perspectives on this. Like, we're gonna give you ours, but we would love to hear you guys, is because um we would, if you want your story heard, or you want your perspective to be heard, or you just
Mm-hmm.
want to have an outlet, we would love to be those people for you. So we really do encourage you to email us or slide in our DMs and say, you know what, I went through X, Y, and Z, and I just want to express myself. We don't have to share on the show. It can be definitely confidential. However, sometimes it's really great to kind of hear another perspective, side, life, or just to get it off your chest.
Yeah.
Get it off your chest. I was telling Whitney, like, there's so many enoughs for me.
Mm-hmm.
However, the people that I work around, that's not the same. And
Yeah.
so when Whitney said this today, it really resonated with me because I walked into work, um, lack of sleep, because I just turned up on a Sunday night, which I barely turn up now. So on a Sunday night, we were really pushing it because we got work and we got life and things like that. So I really turned up. So I was
Mm-hmm.
just I was on my Godfrey high this morning, like, just like, yo, we gonna thug it out,
Yeah.
we gonna do what it do, da da da. And I walked into a room of people that are afraid to say enough is enough. And that I walked into a room in an energy space of people that were burnt out. And
Mm-hmm.
I can identify because I was once there. And it's really important that once we do see that people are in a negative space or burnt out or something, a relatable feeling that we might once had, let's
Mm-hmm.
go ahead. I don't really like to use that word, benefit of the doubt, but kind of have a little bit of empathy. Maybe that's the word. Have a little bit of empathy, because it's like, you know what? I know what that's like. Even though this person's actually getting on my nerves and really getting on my nerves, I
Right.
know what that's like. So let me go ahead and figure out the best approach. So enough is enough for me right now in this space, not Erin 6 months ago, because the Erin 6 months ago is not the Erin right now. She's just not,
Mm-hmm.
totally different.
Facts.
My enough started, I started clean at the first of the year. Before the first of the year, I let go of my enough job that I was going through, that was horrible, very stressful, and really took me down in a lot of ways. I let that go.
And can I say, like, I feel like because we just been going and going and going, now you saying that is like, Erin does not call like upset, pissed off, or anything like that at all. And I don't feel like I didn't even notice it until you just said that.
I'm not like Verge.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I'll text Whitney like, oh my god, this bitch won't shut up. But
But
it's not
that's
like
different. It's
it's
not like your stress
so
level
different.
is so down.
My
It's
stress
so
level
different.
is down.
Yeah.
I know my stress level was down because I didn't buy tequila. Okay. Your girl was drinking like mad bottles, wine, tequila, beer. Like, I was drinking so many different things, just like
Mm.
having drinks like on the daily drinker, get off work, da da da, because I was working from home in a job that's 24 hours. So I never had a release. So
Mhm.
drink, da 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 da. We getting in that thing. Then on the weekend, I might get to bust out and do something. I'm killing the drinks. And so one thing I've definitely learned is that I don't even desire drinking like that anymore. Like, this is probably
Mm.
the most I've drank in the last week than I have in months. Like, I've been going in, but it's like I let my body rest.
Yeah, that's important.
I had an enough, and I remember Whitney said something to me one day, and I can't really remember the verbiage, but it was just pretty much to the tune of like, like you can't enjoy yourself because it's like you're just too like upset all the time about your job. Like it wasn't that word, like that verbiage, but it was very much similar. Like you pretty much was
Mhm.
like you can't enjoy anything because your job is like upsetting you so bad. And it really resonated with me because I'm like, dang, if someone else can see that I'm not being the best version of myself, then I
Mhm.
don't want to live in that energy, you know? But that's not fun. Like, you know, we do our show together and like I do try to reset as best as I can after a long day. However, it still may be on my heart, you know, or
Mhm.
still may be there. And so I want to make sure that I show up for you guys and my host to be the
But
best version of myself.
I feel like too, I feel like this is always how I feel about Erin when it's something that's not like going how it should. I'm like, Erin, like you're the fucking best. So like fuck them. That's always what I say. Typically
Yes.
she will confirm. But
Whitney is
yeah, if it's
definitely
not
an
serving
example.
you, fuck them because you're this, you're all these amazing things. And if they don't see it and they don't recognize it, fuck them.
Yeah.
On to the next.
And that should be your guys' enough is enough. Now, why I hung on so long from my job and Whitney knows those struggles is because I
Right, and you
take
can't
care of
always listen to
everything.
me. Yeah, you need to be responsible like Erin. You can't just be like, "Fuck it and leave." So, yeah, Erin's responsible and thinks things all the way through, which everybody should do. Go ahead.
Everyone should, but I think that's also a part of like don't think too much because I can definitely see where I could have shifted a couple of different things, right? Coulda, woulda,
Mhm.
shoulda, whatever. However, it's just like
Shout out
yes,
to Jonah. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
I know my little cutie pie. Her son said that this week, and I was like, no, I would just was too shook, y'all. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. He's just one of us. Um, um, but just like so I have a lifestyle that doesn't really always require that requires me to be a little bit more aware than most people's lifestyles maybe.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that could be very challenging and a buzzkill sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And that's just being real. So it's
Yeah.
really important to like, yes, analyze, yes, understand, but don't sit in that energy space. Like, don't sit in that. I don't sit in that. So like
Mhm.
that's one of the biggest takeaways from I work for a new company now. However, I already see the effery. Okay, the effery is in there. Okay, and so for me, I challenge myself because before I was always like quiet about it and just like
Yeah.
it's affecting me, but I'm quiet. Well, I'm not really quiet now, y'all. I just let them know. You know what? I'm not going to deal. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. You like it, you like it, you don't, you don't. Like it is what it is. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm not da 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 because I want everyone to know this like right here is I'm here for the coin. I'm not here for the friendship. And
Mm.
at any moment, anybody will be lucky to have me on their team because I'm just that good. So if this doesn't work out, best believe I've built a lot of great relationships and everything that I do. Like I've been picking up side hustles and people have been asking me, do you want to work here? And I'm like, I
Great
don't.
relationships. Yes.
Great relationships. I
Yes.
come in and I show up and show out.
Okay, so I'm happy you said that because we got a shout out to my friend Brian. I feel like I don't know. I may have talked about him on the show, but I met him working at a bar, and we were both servers. And Brian was from Ohio. Shout out to Ohio because we have listeners there too. And he was Brian's gonna come on the show, but I don't even know how to describe Brian. But to sum it up, Brian he brews beer,
Nice.
and it's called Coffin Island Brewing, and his beer is now being served on tap at the restaurant that I work at. So shout out to Brian. That's
Shout
so
outs to
cool
you,
because
B.
like meeting him, we were both serving and he always talked about beer and, da, 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 and just to see it like all across, and he would always bring beer. Brian is the one who taught me about beer because I'd always like beer is disgusting, it's nasty. He'd always force me to taste things and like really discover beer. So I love that. So it's really good. It's called Eternal Sunrise, or I hope it's called, yes, Eternal Sunrise. And it's really good. It's a lemon wheat beer. And you got to come to Charleston and you got to try it. Coffin Island Brewing. Shout outs to
Shout out
Brian.
to you, B. I went ahead and nicknamed you because we just got tight.
Yes, Eternal Sunrise. Yes, that's what it's
Eternal
called.
Sunrise. Shout outs to Brian though. That name, power. It's the power.
Eternal Sunrise.
That name speaks for itself. So shout outs to you, Brian, for and having an amazing name for your business. Number 2, shout out for you following your dreams and saying F it. Okay.
Period.
Number 3, do you, boo? Do you? That's from the queens themselves. Do you, boo?
Do you, boo?
Shout outs to you. And I can't wait to come to Charleston. I'm going to give me some Eternal Light, honey, because I'm a shine.
Erin loves beer.
I do love beer. Yeah. I love everything.
But I've been serving it all weekend. So and it's just so cool to be like, I know the guy that brews this beer. Okay.
Y'all, if you have really something you want to try it. There's something that I want to try, and there's some things that I've been working on behind the scenes. And one of the things you know, y'all know me and Whitney love a good sign and all that good jazz. So, you know, we're very much spiritually in tune. And one thing that I've learned is this, like, sometimes when you really enjoy something, you really have to learn how to like manage your energy, space, and time. And so I may not be very present to the people via social media, but it's because I'm working on so many things for me to have that internal light and that greatness. I got to do that for me and not for the gram and for y'all. So y'all know where to meet me every Tuesday if y'all messing with the girl.
I love that, Erin.
I
love that. Like, we're not super into social media like that. Like, we are, but we are like, we're not going to be doing all the things all the time at 357. Like, we try, but
we do. I'm not good for like a good week, and then they be like, "Ooh,"
like the intentions there. We love it, but you can meet us here every Tuesday and just watch, have a conversation, have a glass of wine, have a cocktail, have a shot, have water, have tea, whatever. But like, y'all know what's up. Because y'all don't be posting reels and stuff either. Like, the average person does not post that shit.
They don't.
It's a lot to produce a reel. It's a lot of work, y'all. And if you know, you know. Like, if you've ever made one reel at all, you know how hard it is. Like, you're really editing and producing a whole thing. The theme, how it's going to come, the timing to the music, and all the transitions. Like, it's a lot of shit. And y'all want us to post that how many times a day? Fuck y'all.
And that's on period, because me and Whitney, this is just like a great example. Like, what we were working on this last, like, we knew that something was coming up. We didn't know the intensity till we dived. Honestly, I ain't know. We dived in. I was like, oh, it should be easy. We're like, oh, shit, bitch. We've been at it for hours. Like, and 2 brains at it for hours and days. Like, we're like, whoa. Woo. That's why I was like, I really love this energy, because woo, honey, we got in that thing. But like, it was work. And like, honestly, like, I had realized, I was like, okay, Whitney's really great. Like, she has an eye for like design. I have like an eye for like something else. I don't really know what that is, but something else. Something else over an eye. But I was like, okay, you do this, and then I can do the other stuff, because you're like, your eye good. You be figuring shit out. I don't know where to start on that. And I can do the other stuff. Like, I can post, like, I can move some shit around. Like, I can edit. I can reread some shit a couple times, and I can loop some words, whatever. But it's just those things that, like, like, y'all don't really know. And I was telling her, I was like,
Erin, you're so funny.
This was a test. Like, I feel like we got like a partnership test this past weekend. Like, we did something that was like different that we didn't normally do, but I loved it. She was like, do you like it? And Whitney, So Whitney told me she didn't have no Virgo in her chart, which I know we're about to go on something y'all might not know about, but
Oh,
just
I
vibe.
need to take a bathroom break.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll tell
Okay.
them the backstory.
Okay.
So Whitney was like, "Oh, I don't have any Virgo in my chart, whatever." So Virgo is what I am, and Virgos are known for being very like perfectionism, and I find that I'm like I like perfection, but I'm not super crazy about it. But when we were doing this project together, I'm like, dang, Whitney is on the perfect. She wanted perf. And so I loved to see the way of the dynamic of a friendship slash partnership. So we are friends, we do partner in business, but it was just really cool to be able to see a different side, be open, and things in that nature. So when we say go for what you want to do, like we know that it's not as easy as it sounds. We know it's not as easy as it sounds. Make the steps every day. If you love to drink wine, if you love to paint, like, can you not paint a little bit every day? Can you not try a little bit every day? If you have a teammate that you find that it's hard to work with, how can you guys work together? Like, if you have people in your work environment that, like, you're like, dang, I really wish we could do X, Y, and Z to execute better. How do you make that work? And sometimes you have to get outside of yourself, get outside of your ego, get outside of your perfectionism, like get out of that and figure out the benefits. And like the moment I realized what Whitney's strength was, I wanted to let her know, like, oh, you're really good at that, you should do that. And I think it's important to say, you know what, I'm really not amazing at that, I really don't want to try. I would prefer not to. So let identify and let that other person know what they're really good at and how they can work together. I'm really big on teamwork, partnership, and just doing things together. I like the component of not doing everything by yourself. I'm very, very, very independent. Always have been, always had to be. And I'm really in a space right now where I don't want to have to be independent. I want to have a partnership. I want to have someone to help me build something that's great because I know I have the tools, the skills, I have everything it takes to be great and to produce amazing things. But sometimes you need a team. Let it be. I don't know about the family though, but that's on you. That's your preference. However, moral of it is find the strengths in people, identify, find a way to work for it, and release your perfectionism. And then if you do find that there is a balance, do that. Find the balance in friends, love, jobs. Find the balance. That's the only way enough is enough will have a balance.
Ooh, where we at, girl?
I was letting them know that, like, so you have no Virgo in your placement. That's where I was going with that. But you were the perfectionist, like, you were all about the perfectionist in our project that we're doing. And so I, like, when I identified that, I was like, oh, sis, like, yes,
And
this
that's
you,
a
this you.
thing that I've identified with myself before. I like to critique things.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm very like I can just see the things like, and it's so funny. Sharni, she always says that like I can just pick out the random things. So in Waiting to Exhale, the movie, there's a scene with damn what's the lady's name with the short haircut and with
Angela
the
Bassett?
no Loretta Devine.
Oh, uh-huh.
And one of her scenes, like I think it's when she's talking to the guy, to the baby daddy, but I'll have to pick up the right scene. But like you can tell they took takes because in some of the talking scenes she's missing an earring, and I
Mm.
noticed it, and she always thought that was just so crazy. And she's like, "How would you?" I'm like, "It's so plain as day. You can see that she's missing an earring." So they took different takes. Who knows? Different days, whatever. Earrings come out. I'm missing an earring right now. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
Women, we know. But yeah, I just can see the littlest things.
Yeah, and that's why I thought it was funny because they always say like everyone always has like this smart ass comment about how Virgos are very perfectionist, but I'm like, I
You guys
mean,
are.
don't get me wrong. I like what I like.
But I'm surrounded by
But
you guys, so I know. It's just the Virgo way of like how y'all just do things, and
it's how
like
we do things.
a lot of
But
the things that
you were
y'all
that. And I
do,
was
I'm just
like,
like, ugh.
I was
But
like,
that's how I am
really?
when it comes to things like that. Like, I just like things like that. I don't know. But
And
at work, at my job, that's a lot of stuff that I do, and people always say the same thing. People ask me to do stuff for them, like stuff like that. I just like things like that to make it
that's
pretty.
you, sis. And I was letting them know the beautiful part about finding those partnerships and balances.
Yeah.
So if you're having a situation where enough is enough, but you can't get out, like how can we work together with our strengths?
Mm-hmm.
And also one of the biggest things, my biggest takeaway, and that I want to continue to grow in is I don't want to have to always be independent. I've always
Mm-hmm.
had to be independent. I have
Mm-hmm.
always, that's just who I am. That's why I could be considered perfection, because if you got to do the shit yourself every time and you do it right the way you like it, it's it's litty. So I don't want to do that anymore though. Like I
Yeah.
want to have partnerships. I want to have union. I want to have community. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
do I don't really want to have to do every aspect of my life by myself anymore.
By
Like that's
yourself.
cool or whatever, but
Yeah. But yeah, I
I
feel
did that
you. Like
already. I did
I
that
want to do this with somebody. I want to share this with somebody, with other people.
with other
Multiple people.
people.
Yeah.
Like
I like
there's
that.
business, there's love, there's family, like, there's so many components, and I want a community. I want us to be
Mm-hmm.
able to be like, you know what, Erin, you be doing a damn thing on X, Y, and Z. Dish your spot, right? Great example. I feel like I forgot what the scenario was, but somebody was like, "Oh, well, you just do that very well." And I was like, I was real salty at first. I ain't gonna lie, because it was an attitude first. And then I had realized, you're right, you're right, you're right. So let me just own that.
Yeah.
So now I don't like have a pushback for always, like people always hit me up, what's the restaurant to try, where should I go, like everybody
Mm-hmm.
want to know da, 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 da. And I used to annoy the shit out of me. I can't even lie. I'd be
I
like,
remember
why
that.
hell you can't research, why I gotta do
Nobody
it?
wants to do that. They want to
and I,
ask Erin instead.
right, and so
Because
I realized
it's
I just be
personalized. Because if
knowing,
you have
yeah.
the stamp on it, then it's different than Google. You better than Google. Erin's better than Google, y'all.
I
Period.
am. And like I be finding the spots, y'all. Like that is a strength. And I ain't really want to accept it for a long time,
Yeah.
but I have accepted it. Okay. I had accepted it.
Light
I
bulb.
accepted the challenge, y'all. So I think that's sometimes something you have to do as well. Like when you know enough is enough, because before I could accept myself, that wasn't enough factor for me. I was like, walk away. I don't want to talk to you no more. We not
Don't
cool
walk
before.
away, boy.
Boy, no, no.
My love won't hurt you.
Okay, so
Sorry.
by the way, I was like, Whitney had changed subject real quick. So Whitney had put the song in my head when we were hanging out this weekend via all the phone. And so yesterday I was trying to explain this song, and girl, do you not know the song did not come in my head at all? I was so mad. I'm like, dude, I was singing this for like 2 days. Like, how's the song not coming up? I really don't understand. So you
But
said
I
it
gotta go
today.
right now.
You said it today, so I wrote it down. So I'm coming back like, yo, I remember that song now.
Shout out to Trey. I know
Shout
he
out to
going through some shit
Tracy.
right now, but that
Is
song,
he? Is he?
ooh, nah, we don't want to talk about it, but he's going
Okay,
through
we
some
ain't gonna talk
shit.
about it. We ain't
But
gonna-
I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now.
Okay,
That's
and
all I'm
we're
gonna
gonna close out on a just for tip on that.
say.
Give us a tip or an affirmation.
Ooh, a tip. Ooh, I do have an affirmation. Mm.
Oh, did I throw those away? I had a couple.
Okay, I'll wait till you come back. E.
I'm here, and it's just like I threw
Easy E.
these cups
That
away, but
easy E. That
these
easy
spoons, and I
E.
thought I was gonna throw.
That
Okay.
easy E. Mm.
Okay, go.
All right. No matter what.
That was intense. Okay,
Wait,
go ahead.
yeah, whatever. Okay. Always love you for you. Just like,
I like that.
I feel like a lot of times, and I really am always in deep thought in the shower. I love the shower. I feel like I have the best thoughts there. Don't know why, but a lot of things happen
Mm.
there. But I kind of just like earlier you said peel back the layers. I just be really like just going through and like processing and just peeling back the layers of just like all the things that are happening at one time. But it's easy to like want to give up or
Mm-hmm.
like overanalyze or criticize yourself or just whatever. But at the same time, I think it's important to be present and just to know who you are. Like if it is what it is, what it is, like that's who I am and own it. Like I'm going to own this. Like whatever it is, just own it and just love yourself for it. Like don't beat yourself up, just be you. And if that's you, that's you, but just love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, like it sounds cliche, but like you're your happiest. And like, you know, a lot of people would be like, how are you doing? Or like, you know, what's going on? And it's like a lot of times I'm just like, I can't complain because it sounds cheesy, but it's like in the grand scheme of things of like the whole world and what could be going on, can I really complain? You know? And like a lot of people can. A lot of people can. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But like just be thankful and just always have that love and you'll be straight because it's always going to work out the way it's supposed to. It could be a little tough. You might have to go through the trenches, but it's going to make you stronger and it's a part of your journey. So you're going through it for a reason, period. So
Period. I love
live in
that.
that moment and ride the wave. Ride the fucking wave.
Okay, that might be the name of the show. Ride the wave.
Shawty got this
I love it. Hey, I love
way.
it. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. You know I got that way. Y'all not ready. Okay, we need to hit that for the batch. We need to swag surf on them.
Oh yeah, I'm making the Bachelorette playlist.
Please add.
We gotta consult because Corrales. I'm trying to think back of what the hell she liked. A lot of Rick Ross, a lot of Lil Wayne.
Girl, I have so many snap videos. Maybe we can even make like a little video collage to put on her TV.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I was thinking of? You know how they have like I think it was Kim K, and I don't subscribe to the Kardashians, but I want to make like you know how you can make like put a face on a stick. And like I want to do that with her face. It's obnoxious, okay. But I think she would love it because Corrales loves Corrales.
I love
I
that.
think that'd be cute.
All right, I'm
so I'm gonna work on making that. The creative juices are flowing.
Okay, that's your vibe, sis. I don't know about that for me.
Yeah,
it's a scratch the head for me.
I'm gonna make it happen.
I love that. It's gonna be hard to compare to that one, but funny enough, everything goes full circle. So my affirmation tip, whatever, is master the unknown by knowing your deep self. And y'all, we just really, Whitney just gave you the sauce. It's just like love yourself, know yourself, be yourself, but not the surface of yourself. We're kind of we challenge you to go deeper.
Deep.
If you've always wondered, like, oh my God, why do I always like this and nobody seems to understand? Take that time for yourself to say, you know what? It's my job to understand. And I have to understand that not everyone will vibe with this level of me, but that's okay because everyone has their strength. Like I have Whitney knows and Whitney respects that version of me. Like I have a lot of different versions, I ain't gonna lie. But I have, a side of me that's like extra pinky. She pink. And then she gets real saucy. She gets real extra. But only I know that part of me and I'd be okay with it. Like crazy enough is like when I was riding back from the comedy show last night, I had to put on my ratchet jams. And there's a couple ratchet jams that just make me want to do some things that my alter ego had brought out of me. Ooh. And I had in those moments, which is so crazy because a full moon in Virgo, and it's all about like understanding and taking back those layers of the cake. And what I learned is that how I
Mhm.
got into things that I got into along the way was because there's a part of me that resonates with that. There's a part of me that understands that flow. There's a part of me that vibe. There's a reason why I like that. There's a reason why I can turn her off, turn her on. There's a reason why, a real trap dude know I can handle. Okay, period. Like there's a different type of level of person in there. Okay, not everyone will understand, and that is okay. It's not for you to understand. I understand because I peeled those layers. I worked on those layers.
Mm.
And when I say I'm gonna go hang out with 2 Chainz and Rick Ross, y'all can't understand, y'all can't relate because that's not the level you on. Okay, that's my level. Okay. So when I say that, I truly mean that. I've already like I know this is gonna happen for me one day. So I'm hanging out with the fellas, not on some I want to be a thoughty vibes. Shout outs to all the women
No,
that
no, no,
do.
no, no, no.
That's not me.
I
Like
feel like we
these
would
the
be
homies.
besties. They would love us, like bestie vibes. Yeah,
They
bestie
are gonna be
vibes.
like, "Yo, E, we pulling up. Where you at?" And I'm like, "Yo,
And
I'm down the street."
Ross is gonna love that we love Wingstop. Like I'm the girl that doesn't eat chicken, but only from Wingstop. Like he's gonna love that.
Ross is gonna love the great energy, vibes, and realness, right? Because people like that are around a whole bunch of facades all day,
Hmm.
and real recognize real. Okay, and when you got that hood in you that don't need to be explained and displayed, period. That's why I know for a fact the moment me and 2 Chainz link, it's over
Cause
with for
he's a
y'all.
Virgo too, though.
He's a Virgo. He is me.
I just
Like
watched his drink champs. I'm not done yet, but
I
I'm
know it's
watching
really
it.
long, and like I know I want
Yeah,
to watch it because I legit like if anybody knows 2 Chainz, send him a DM, tell him what's up. He is like my brother. I feel I've
we love
already
Two
we
Chains.
I love him. His swag. He is me. He's the
Hmm.
male version of me.
I took my little
Love it.
sister to her first concert, and it was a Two Chains concert, and it was when he
Two
was in a wheel.
Chainz.
It was when he was in a wheelchair, and that was the first
Hey.
time I saw him, and that shit was lit. Like I didn't. I was like, damn, you didn't even realize he was in a wheelchair. Like that's when I
I
was
know
like,
it was so lit.
damn, Two Chains is that nigga. Okay, so if you
That's a
ever
Virgo
had the
trait because ain't
opportunity,
nothing gonna stop the
go
money.
to a Two Chains not a restaurant. Well, go to a Two Chains restaurant too if you're in Atlanta because we've been, and go to a Two Chains concert because that's just gonna be fire.
Okay, I have a
We
request for my
love Two
birthday.
Chains. What's
I
up?
have a request for my birthday. That somewhere around my birthday, I'm very flexible on date times, but
Okay, flexible.
2 Chainz is always going to Vegas doing pop-up shows. I need to go to
Ooh,
Vegas and go to 2 Chainz.
that would
That's what
be
I want for my birthday. It
amazing.
could be anytime. I will accept this birthday shenanigan anytime. I
Oh,
just
like
need
at
to
any
know
time.
whenever
Okay.
he's available, whenever everyone's life schedule is available. It don't gotta be that week. Like, no, I'm past that. I need to be where the energy at.
Okay.
So sign me up. I want it to be in Vegas, okay? And
Okay.
yes, I do
So
need
even if
approval.
it's in like February.
I'm in that
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Just let me know so I can pre-book, pre-schedule. Like I'm in that thing.
Okay. Let me write that
I'm
down.
in that thing. I want to be 2 Chainz, and I need a at least if I could get at least a 2 weeks notice. I need to make sure my outfit, hair, and body is slayed to the gods because
Ooh.
I'm not gonna come stepping uncorrect with 2 Chainz. Like our first impression is gonna be everything, and I'm meeting them. So just want y'all to know.
Ooh. Okay. E. Okay, Queen.
It's the Virgos for me. If y'all know
I
Virgos,
love
shout out
it.
to Virgos. Like it was a full moon in Virgo. If you don't know what that means, we're gonna let y'all Google it. Y'all gonna have to catch us on another episode for that talk. But it was all about quiet, humble organization, letting things go. And if I could say one thing is when enough is enough and you let it go, you find yourself and you're free.
Mm. Mm.
You're free. You're free.
Yeah.
I let a couple things go, and me and Whitney talked about that. Is like I was in a relationship, that wasn't so great for me, but I was still having like some like lingering conversations throughout, when we ended the year.
Mm-hmm.
cut,
Cut it.
cut,
Cut it.
cut,
Cut it.
dab. Um, cut that, cut the job. So you cut a lot of dead weight, and it is
Mm-hmm.
lonely. I'm gonna tell you, it ain't
But
very
they say
exciting.
it's only at the top, B.
So I'm in that thing, P Diddy stepping, P Diddy stepping, P Diddy stepping, shawty. Which side note, I'll tell you that after hours. But the after party is always lit. But yeah, just give yourself that space and just know that like if you're scared to do enough is enough, that everything you're scared of will be there if you decide to return. Sad enough, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you're like, you know what, I need to take a medical leave because you aren't sure, you need some sense of security. That's cool too, sis. That's cool, bro. Whatever you want to do. However, really decompress during that time. If you just want to take a 2 weeks off from vacation, you got PTO saved up, you want to take 2 weeks off to figure life out. That's cool too. That's cool too. But
But
I
bet on yourself, though.
bet
Bet
on
on
yourself.
yourself. Bet
But if
on
you do
yourself.
that, because I can relate to the people that need a sense of security.
Yes.
If you do that, release the effery.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Like you gotta go full fledged. You can't just be like, oh, and like be scary still. You can't be scary. You gotta just go balls deep.
Deep.
Okay. And get it in and hustle and just do and prove it to yourself, not
Prove
anyone
it to
else.
yourself.
Prove it to yourself that you can do it. And you can't let yourself down.
Bet on
So
yourself. So if you got to do a little hiatus, and if you guys are interested in more tips on how to let go, how to transition, what those first steps are, please connect with us. And we personally, to a couple of people, just to a couple now,
Erin, you be
we
saying some shit now.
I know, but just to a couple, since we are so hospitable and we believe in you guys' growth, and we truly love that you support us. For a couple people, if you personally reach out and say, you know what, I'm going through X, Y, and Z, I would love some help through this transition, we will help you. Now, when we get maxed out on the energy, we're gonna let you know.
Erin,
I said a
we are
couple.
not
We
professionals.
are professional
You need to
bullshit
seek
letter goers.
professional help.
No, if you need a counselor, that's on you. But I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you're having a
Oh.
struggle with like letting go of a job, especially, or letting go of a
Oh.
relationship, we can give you tips to help. I'm not saying it's gonna work for you because you don't want. Ultimately, you're the person that has to do the work.
So
Now, but
they
what I
would
am
like
saying,
write us and tell us what's going on, and we would give them. Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
we'll be there for you. Like sometimes
okay.
you don't want to tell your homeboy, home girl, family what's going on. Sometimes it's nice to know, to tell someone that doesn't know. We don't know.
Hmm. Like I hate
So
this job. I've been working there for 4 years.
yeah, like if you're just like, you
I
know
want
what,
to leave, but
F these
this and
people.
that, but I don't know, and I'm scared. Or like,
And I just wanted to release these thoughts and hear from great people that went through the same thing. That's what we're
yeah.
looking for. I can definitely give you my time and energy.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, because I've been there, and
Mhm.
for me, the only way to continue to grow is to share the knowledge that you receive. Now I ain't saying I'm
Ooh,
gonna get 100 y'all.
that's
I
a
said I
that's a
said a
word,
couple.
E.
I said a couple now. And I'm gonna let you know when the couple has ran out. But until then, make sure you slide in the DMs. We are your hospitality queens. We love you very much, and we hope that you learn how to be hospitable.
Okay. Oh, shout out to
Okay.
Cardi. Follow us on Instagram,
Follow
hospitality
us.
underscore queens. You can follow my personal page, Whitney White one underscore. It's right there. And you can shop my store, shop 2230 on Instagram and Instagram. Instagram, because the same thing. It's meta.
That part.
Instagram, Facebook, you can find that shit. Google it. And you can get 25% off. The code is HQS.
Hey, ping, ping, ping. And I am your girl, Erin. Follow me at Get Toned with E, and you can follow all things wellness at We Get Toned on Instagram. I really, really appreciate you guys' support, love, and follows, shares. Continue to listen, continue to be amazing. Rock it out this week. We encourage you, the two queens encourage you to live your best life every day. You wake up being the best. You are the shizzle. If no one tells you, you the shizzle. So just wake up knowing that. And until next time, peace.